This conference will now be recorded.
So there are little topics are there, small topics are there. Let us concentrate those as well, because in interview they may ask you various questions, right? So let us cover them as well. Okay, you can learn it while you work in real time, but it's okay. It takes some time, some extra classes, but still it will be helpful in your interviews, right? And till now we have seen variables, right? Variables, loops, right? Variables we used uh, in our playbook, and we also created a separate file in the in a separate YAML file. And then what we did, we refer that file in our playbook something like var files, and then we have given the file name, right? That way we have did in till now. So again, in variables also we have different types of variables. Till now what we saw is playbook, we can say them as playbook variables. Okay, well, let me continue in our same topic, that is our Ansible text. Yeah, till now we saw here where files, right? Now we have different types actually. Till now we have what we used are, we can say them as playbook variables, and the other one is runtime variable. So this variable you can give while executing the variable, what do you call our playbook. For example, do we have an example here? Any playbook example? No playbooks, no problem. Let us type a new playbook. I have already installed the Ubuntu Ansible servers as a node 1, node 2, and this is our Ansible server. Okay. So in the first session, I have shown you how to change the SSHD config file, right? And then how to copy paste the SSH key, public key, in the first session. I'm not showing you because just to save some time I am preparing them. But in the first session we have already those steps we have. But if anybody facing an issue while doing those steps, let me know. I will show you, no problem, anytime. Don't worry. Okay, don't hesitate to ask any question. Don't think it a silly thing, but try once. First you listen the video. If you're still not able to do it, then let me know if you're facing any issue. Okay, so let us do one runtime variable dot yaml. Okay, I forgot to install. I did everything, but I forgot to install. Installing our Ansible. So, so in that case, let's see how it goes. So, if possible, I'm planning to take weekends now onwards. Uh, but before that, I will take your confirmation. Okay. Next week, I may take it on Saturday, Sunday. Let's see how it goes. I'm not sure 100%, but I will just heads up. I'm doing just heads up. Now we have Ansible we have installed. Then what we have to do? We have to create the hosts file, right? So in that we have to mention our IP address of our nodes. So we have to create it, right? So cd etc. Here we have Ansible folder. Let us go inside it and open hosts file. Host file will not be there. Open it, and here I will say some name, insert mode, some name. You can give public IP also, you can give public IP also, but you know, right, if you start and stop, then this public IP will change, right? When it is changed, then if you're using your public IP, then it will not useful, right? So try to understand. If you have given a public IP, you can give it, you can give it. But normally we will give elastic IPs. We'll add a elastic IP here, and we give the elastic IPs in our inventory file. Okay. But now I am not using elastic IP. I'm using my private IP. Okay. You can give public IP also. It has become slow. If it is not responding, let me copy it on our Visual Studio, right? That will be better choice. Open our Visual Studio. Right, this one example. So to just save some time, what I will do, let us installing, yeah, Maven. Okay, right, this we can use it. Let us do one thing. Let me create one more file. Okay, file and new, uh, one more, please be online. Sorry, new file. Here you give some name, runtime dot underscore var. Any name is fine. So where you want to save it? I want to save it in the in this location. So create file. Right, this file has been saved now. Just paste our previous code. Here examples of runtime vars. Very simple. It's not at all complicated. Just taking time. That's all. Typing these things, that it is taking time. Otherwise, it's not a complicated topic. Very easy to understand. Right, now in a I want to install Maven. Okay. Right, here in this place, I will give now a variable name, something like in double quotation. I will say package, some name, the package. Now this value I will pass from the runtime. That means while I'm executing, at the time I will pass this value. Now as of now, the host is Amazon. In Amazon, I want to install Amazon Maven software, for example. Here I'm not mentioning that, but this key, this is the value I have to use. Package name, exactly the same variable name I have to use. How to use this? How to execute this? Okay, let's go here. Go to insert, press insert mode, and now paste it. Hopefully no space issues. Let's see how it goes. Now ls, right. Then what I will do, Ansible playbook. Let me check the syntax first. Yes, it's good. Now what, how to use a runtime variable? Here simple. Here hyphen hyphen, you hyphen hyphen extra vars. You have to say hyphen hyphen extra vars. This is the argument you have to give. Same place, extra hyphen vars. Now what value you want to pass? As you see, this is my variable name. Use the same variable name. Package, same variable name you have to use, right? Whatever name you give in the code, same name you have to use. Equal to what you want to install. I want to install, for example, tree command. In my, this is my Ansible machine. Do I have tree command here? Bash tree not found. Okay, right. Let me run this now. This time I will pass my tree command. Here I'll say tree. That's it. Equal to package equal to tree. That's it. Simple. So any copy, right? This is extra package. Correct. Now press enter. Right, this is one change has happened. Now same command, now you see some different output you got, right? No directories, no files. That is the reason it is saying it is properly displayed, that means tree has been installed. Similarly maven version, see maven is not installed here. Let me run this time maven, simply use the same code. No need to go to the no need to change the code. Now simply say maven package equal to maven and press enter here. Right, now maven also installed. Let's check that as well. Now same up arrow and enter. Now this time you see maven has been installed. So this is an example for this is an example for runtime variables. In interview they ask you, then just remember this argument. That's enough. Okay. In interview they ask how you use runtime variables. Then you have to say uh, Ansible playbook, the file name, right? This will be your file name. Okay. Playbook name. That's it. And then any package, name, right? That way you can use. Now we have another example like group variables also there. Group variables, that means see what are groups here. What are groups we have? See groups like in our what we have in our host file. In my host file I have two groups. Amazon is one group. I can you can think it as a group. This is another group. There are two groups. Now you can uh, suppose in this group there as of now only one IP address is there, but in this group assume we have some 20 IP addresses, 30 IP addresses. To all of them I want to install some software without mentioning in without doing the way which we did before. Before what we did, before in the playbook I have to mention something like, I used to say here Amazon, the group name I have to mention, or I should say all. When you say all, then it applies to all the group. It applies to all the group. Okay. Rajesh having problem, it seems. Okay. Shibin, good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning, Mother.
Yeah. Shibin, tomorrow we don't have class, Shibin, due to Hanuman
Okay,
Jayanti.
fine. Okay, fine.
Right. So Rajesh facing some issue, it seems. Mhm. Right. Sorry, I was explaining about groups. So normally the groups are nothing but your hosts, your hosts that we mentioned in my file, in my host file. This is one group. This is another group. Okay. So what are group variables? In the interview, if they ask you what are group variables, so group variables, we can create a separate group name, a folder, a a name that you have to give that way only, that is called group underscore vars. Like here in our runtime, what we have given in my runtime command, what I'm given extra vars, right? Similarly we have to give a separate name. We have to create a separate folder called group vars. Okay, let me type it here. Next thing is group variables. Okay, suppose if in one group I want to install one particular package, and in another group I want to in what do you call install different package, then you can go for group vars folder. We have to create a group vars folder, right? So how we do that? So we have to create a folder called, we have to create a folder called group vars. This is a group vars folder we have to create. Where? Okay, where we have to create inside our same place, Ansible folder. Inside our Ansible folder, where it is located. Okay, location will be /etc Ansible. There you have to create. Okay, here create the group underscore vars folder. Okay, let us do that. Now go to our cd, or in short you can say make directory here itself, but anyway no problem. ls. Now roles folder is also already there. We'll see what roles are. It's also another interesting topic but that I will cover on if time not if permits today, otherwise I cover it on Wednesday. All right, so here I have to create a folder that is group vars. Right, group vars, this is a folder I have to create. Enter. ls. Now group vars, this folder is there. That is fine. Okay, then what next? Then see the group name, it is Amazon group, right? Then what we have to do, you have to get into, you have to get into inside this group vars, create a YAML file. Yet YAML file with same name as the group, as the group name names mentioned inside the hosts file. Host file. See, in the host file we have two groups, right? One is Amazon, another is, what is that? What do you call that? Or else what I will do, let me name it properly. Otherwise, no, I name it, but by seeing the name you can understand what servers they are having. But it's okay. Let me make it. Let us go to host file, insert mode. See, there is no rule, but I'm just look to make a give a proper name. I will say this is some dev server. Okay, dev server, and this is SIT, something like that. SIT dev, both I have given. Okay, so group names, whatever they can be, whatever names they are, but yeah, SIT and dev. Now what we have to do, we have SIT. One group name is dev, another is SIT. Then you have to give in the group vars folder, we have to create a folder name, a file name called dev.yaml. Dev.yaml or dev.yaml. Both are fine. Yeah, one in YAML full you can write in short by YAML also fine. Here also SAT YAML or SAT YAML. This way you have to create two files. So what happens now? These are now whatever packages you want to install, whatever activities you want to do, you have to mention in these files. In these files. Right, in this files you have to mention. How you mention? See, first dev.yaml. Let's get here and ls cd groups folder, ls, no files are there, create one file with the dev.yaml. Okay, now here what variable you are using? We are using variable name as package, right? Same name you have to use. Okay, I'll say package, same name. What I want to install, I want to install here in this, I want to install git. Is git already there in my Amazon server? Let me check. ls git version, git is not there. Right, I will install git in this server. So assume that my yeah, dev server having some 20 servers. We have 20 servers, so all these servers will be now installed with the git. So here is a variable name, the variable name what we have mentioned in my playbook. This is a variable name. This variable name will be picked, the value will be picked from this YAML file. Right, save this, escape, save this. This is one file. Another file is sit, right? sit.yaml. This is Ubuntu. This is Ubuntu. In Ubuntu, as you know, I don't have Maven. Let me install Maven over there. Package, same variable. This time I want to install Maven. Okay, escape. Now see, I have two files now, right? Now let me go to our Ubuntu. Stop this and clear the screen. ls. So is Ubuntu server, does we install a Maven here version? No Maven here. Now what I will do, Maven should be installed in this machine, git has to be installed. Then same program, where is my program? Here is my program. It's the same program, no changes. Cd ls, clear the screen. Now ls runtime var, right? So same example I can use now. For example, if I display the content, what it having? Host is Amazon, right? That name I have to change. That I will change it to all servers, right? All. When I say all, then what will happen? If you say, for example, if I say here in place of Amazon, if I say dev, then it when you execute this application, then playbook, how you execute? Same Ansible playbook and playbook name. That's all. No runtime variables. We are not passing runtime variables. This time, this variable will be picked from the group name, by the group name. So your Ansible is a clever tool. What it will do? Okay, you are referring package. Then it will check whether are we using any variable files. But anyway, we have not mentioned here vars underscore files. We have not mentioned. Then it will check whether are you given any command line argument, runtime argument. No. Then it will go to the groups underscore vars folder. In that, it will check with the host name what you have given. Here, for example, here what I will do. Copy runtime to this one. I will say group vars. Okay, this time I will say YAML ls. Now open group vars. Here if I say go to insert mode, if I say here only dev, then this package will be installed, only git will be installed. If I say here uh, our sit, then in our Ubuntu only Maven will be installed. How the Maven will be installed? Because you are saying sit, then our Ansible tool will go to group vars. In that, it will search for sit.yaml file. The whatever name group name you mentioned, basing on that sit.yaml file. In that, the package variable it will find. There we have given Maven. The Maven will be replaced here. That way, it will be done. But now I want both to be installed. Then I will say in both groups I want to. Then you say simply all. Now this time dev and sit both will be taken care. Okay, that's all. Save this. And now Ansible playbook, right? And then no, what do you call the playbook name? Run this. Apt, correct. So it's apt, right? Now how it will work? Because in our code, see one change has happened in 4.35. 4.35 belongs to whom? Our, what is that? Our what is its name? I forgot. Amazon server. So 4.35. Go to 4.35. This is our Amazon node. It should have 4.35 ending. You see 4.35. That means in Amazon, Git has been installed successfully, but it failed in installing Ubuntu. Why? Why? Because the module we used is only M module. We have used only M module. The M will work only for Amazon. It will not work for, what is that? Our I'm sorry, uh, Ubuntu. For Ubuntu server, apt module required, right? Right. For that, I have to explain another concept. That I will explain that concept, and then I will come back to this. But anyway, let me check whether our Amazon having now the Git installed. You see the Git is installed successfully. No problem. I will fix the issue and come back. I want to remove this. How to remove it? M remove Git. Yes. Git version? No, Git is not. Okay. Ping google.com. Let us learn a new topic, conditions. Okay. Let us new topic, conditions. Okay. Then we come back. I will come back to this issue. We'll fix this issue after understanding the what you call our conditions. See, till now, do you have any issues? Did you have faced any problem? Everything is clear, right? Only thing is that how to conditionally, how can we manage it? Okay, we can write one more. We can write one more node here. We did it already. One more task we can add with the task we can add here apt. That will work. that will work. But this is the right time to understand some conditions as well. If you remember, in our previous sessions, we have learned about setup command. This is setup command. What is setup command? If you if setup we learned that actually this I told you at the time, those we will use in our. So dev, I'm saying dev belongs to our Amazon, right? And these are all the arguments. These are all the variables. You can use them. You can use them. There are different types of arguments. See, for example, uh, here I want to know what is the family name of our Amazon dev server. Then I will paste this. This giving family name as Red Hat, and another one for Ubuntu. For Ubuntu, you know Ubuntu in section SIT, right? Remove dev and say SIT here. Okay, SIT. Now give. Now you should get Debian. For Ubuntu belongs to Debian family. You see Debian. It is belong to Debian family, and Amazon belongs to Red Hat family. So I want to use these variables. I want to write a playbook using these conditions, right? So that I should not see some errors like this. I should not see a error like this one. What error I'm seeing now? You see, some error I'm getting, right? Some error I'm getting. So it's saying something, right? So to avoid errors also, to avoid errors, we have a concept called ignore errors. You can use ignore errors as well. If you want, you can add ignore errors as well. One moment please. Yeah. So some error I got. First of all, this error should not come. If our playbook should be a clean one. So how to make it clean, I will show it in a moment. But before that, I got an error. Why I got this error? Because the M module will not work with our Ubuntu server. Open our playbook. This is our playbook. Here, if you here, suppose I am expecting some errors. I'm expecting. Then go to insert mode. If you are expecting any errors here, then you don't want to see any errors. Then you can, in the interview they may ask you, how can you uh, uh, hide the error? How can you ignore the error? Then you can use, see, not only this, escape. You see here, mm, just one please. You see ignored. It said ignored zero. Ignored zero. What it has ignored? It if any error it has been ignored, then it should say one error has been ignored, two errors have been ignored. So that way it will show you. As of now, it has not ignored any error, but now I'm saying I want to ignore errors now, for example. Then how can I do it? So how to ignore it? Insert mode. Here, exactly below the module name, the indentation, the spaces are important. Ignore underscore errors. See, we are still at group variables, and we are trying to understand what are group variables. In between, we are learning few other linked topics that we learn. Ignore errors, colon. Yes, you say yes, yes, I want to ignore the errors. This is a way you have to do. For every module, wherever you are suspecting some errors may come, then you can say ignore errors. Now save this. Now let me run the previous Ansible command. Okay, let me see what is output I will get now. Okay, ignored one error, it has been ignored. It is ignoring. Okay, so sometimes what happens, fortunately, this this error will is allowing to continue the playbook to execute the remaining tasks. As of now, I have only one task. What if one of my task, because of that task, remaining task will not be executed because one having some issue that is not allowing to continue to perform the next task to execute? In that scenario, ignoring will perform. Okay, the message is coming. Yeah, so the message is coming, error information is coming. That is we have not ignored. But if real time, if any error causing not to execute the next tasks, that you can cover by using ignore errors. So it is saying ignoring. It's saying ignoring. How many errors are ignored? Only one has been ignored. one has been ignored, and this is ignored for which machine, that is 14.12. 14.12 belongs to which server? Ubuntu server 14.12. So if you go to here, this is 14.12, this belongs to Ubuntu server. So for that, the apt command, it's saying that apt is not mentioned, apt module is not there, that is the reason I could not perform the mentioned tasks. So for that we have to use conditions. We have to use conditions. So the conditions, like, no, I told you that in the variables we have different types of variables. So for example, this is a variable. For example, this is a variable. These conditions I can use. If the Ansible family belongs to Debian, then use module. If, sorry, apt module. If it belongs to Red Hat module, then use another type of module, like that. For example, the same code, I can write something differently. New file. This time I will give something like conditions. Here, I'm saying all, and then this is a yum module, right? So here, what I will do, here I can add a condition, something like when is a keyword, when exactly under the module name, yum module indentation, when colon, what is the condition you want to give? When, for example, the OS family, when the OS family, it is Debian, right? It is Debian, but what is our family of our Amazon? It, type here dev. Our family, our Amazon belongs to Red Hat family. Then what I have to write? When we have a array called Ansible underscore facts, underscore facts. Okay, in that you have to mention what family, OS underscore family, OS underscore family. Enter, equal to what family it is? Red Hat family. So in single quotation, sorry, double quotation, Red Hat. The same name, whatever H is capital, the same thing you have to give over here. Ansible facts OS family equal to Red Hat. That is all. That is the condition we have to give. Here, if you want to give any description, something, you can give name. You can give a description, something like name. Installing packages in what do you call this? Yum is yum, right? So in Red Hat family, something use some message I want to give. And here, because I have already used a hyphen, then this hyphen is not required. That's all. The same way, I want to do another. I want to run another task this time. Copy this. See the indentation carefully. Right, in Debian family. Here, our Ubuntu belongs to which family? Debian family. See SIT, under SIT we have Ubuntu machine, so Debian family. So here you should say Debian, right? That's all. Here yum should be changed to apt. These are the conditions. Whereas, see, one more thing, we can use other conditions as well, because here we have various things are there, many things are there. You can use multiple for example, what do you call, yeah, major, it's a big list actually. Let me check. Filter with Ansible distribution, Ansible distribution, uh, major version, major version, and okay, and then here I am using SIT, for example. Then if you type it, what I will get, let me see. Yeah, you see, it is giving 22. What is 22? When we are creating instances, we have selected Ubuntu 22 version, right? Version 22. So when you selected Ubuntu, then we are selecting 22. This is the version I'm getting. Major version is 22. So you can put condition that way also. For example, you can write your code as, okay, here you can this is my Ubuntu, right? And you can say and condition, something like and, right? See, this statement I can written in other way also. Home copy. This statement I can write something like here I'm just I'm not writing here. I will change it. This way also you can use OS family, or else you can say simply directly complete name. You can say Ansible OS family. This way you can also you can say OS family, or Ansible Facts OS family, or Ansible OS family is Debian, right? And next what? Distribution, the same thing, right? Whatever given Ansible, this is a variable name. You can directly use it. Copy. Directly you can use it in your code. Paste. This is your variable name. Here equal to double equal to. When you say double equal to, see one, if you give one equal to, that means it becomes a variable, and you are storing some value here. If I say here in single quotation, if I say 22, now the meaning will be something like I'm assigning this value 22 to this variable. But no, I'm not assigning. I want to match, compare. Then you have to use double quotation, double equal to symbol. So then our script understands, okay, the version what this contains, and it contains what we just saw. It contains 22. This 22 and this 22 are matching. It will check that way. The value it contains 22 already. We know that. So we are adding some conditions, something like this. When Ansible OS is Debian, and if it is 22 version, only then you execute this particular module. Suppose it is not 22, suppose it is 22, but I want to install it in only version 18. Version 18 also we have in Ubuntu. You see, if drop it down, we have 20 also there. We have if you scroll down, we have older versions. It is not shown here, it has been removed, it seems. We have version 18 also. So anyway, assume 20 only you take. So I don't want to install on 22, but I want to check those type of Ubuntu machines which are belonging to version 20, because the module which work only on 20, not on 22, it on 22 it may fail. In that scenario, you can add some more conditions. So in short, what I'm trying to say you is that these are our variables in real time. In real time, whenever you got a task, suppose they may say that put a condition only. I want, where is this actually? Let me give a minute. Let me check where I can see it. We have a lot of variables over. These are all variables. These are all you can use it. You can use it. Anything, right? Okay. Uh, see variety. See, I'm not able to find. It is there. You while practicing, you just slowly, because of just for sake of saving some time, I'm fastly searching. But while you practicing, you go through them slowly. Definitely, you will find all the filters, which family name, Debian family, everything will be available here. Everything will be available here. Uh, but I will take one more minute. Let me see, will I find it or not. Amazing. Okay, so like that, suppose this is a variable, suppose this is a variable, something like no, if the interpreter Python so and so version, this is if this is a value, if this is a value only, then I have to do something, then you can use this variable as a variable. For example, here I can say, uh, okay, what happened? It's not coming, it's not responding. Okay, seems session has been expired, unfortunately. Just a moment, please. Yeah, it expired. Now I want to give, uh, amazing. This, okay, it's already displaying here, no? It's already displaying it. So like that, you can select any variable, any variable. Suppose I want to see, assume this is a variable I want to use. For example, you can use, I'm saying in real time, if you want to use, all variables are available here, you copy them, you can use your code. So here, suppose role is guest role, if role is guest role, then do something. Okay, copy this. Okay, and go here. So you can print it out. For example, the same command you can take, right? You can use this variable like a visible, and you can filter only that variable, you can get it. And when you run it, just store here. Now you see we got guest here. So guest is a value, so that means in your code, you can, in your code you can use something like, right, when, okay, when colon, this is a variable name, right? This variable name directly you can use, copy, copy. Okay, equal to, if it's guest only, then okay, this condition you can do something here. Now this is some condition. For example, this way you can choose lot of combinations as per your requirement. As per your requirement, you have to understand the requirement, only then you can choose the required variables, right? Right. And moreover, suppose I want use, and distribution is 20 20 r, you can say r also, you can use, you can say and r, you can use this variable like this, r22. That means, yeah, I'm using, in place of and I'm using another r. That means it should be Debian, and if the major version is 20 or 22, that is the condition. That way, you can, if you want that condition, then you have to use r here, right? That way, right? I'm removing this now, right? Debian family. Now is my code. Now my code is clean now. So what I will do? So install package Red Hat family. Okay. So now what will, now come back to our group variables. Now group variables here I'm saying all. Then first yum, in yum git will be installed, and then the condition is Red Hat. Okay, it will be installed git, but this will not fail this time, because when previously this was not there, right? Previously this was not there, and this condition also not there. So why we got error then? So when it was tried to install in Ubuntu, this module is not working, it will fail, right? That is the reason it has failed over here. That is the reason we got an error saying that we have to use apt module. Now because I'm clearly saying, okay, if it is Red Hat, only use this module. If it is Debian, then use this command. Then here it will be installed git, and here it will be installed our maven. So if I say uh, cd etc ansible ls, we have dev and yaml, right? So if I say dev, here dev you have git I'm installing, and in sit I'm installing maven. These two I want to install. Okay, then this script should work now. Any doubt in the script, please let me know. I will explain you again. Any doubt here? Very simple. Right. Then Control C, copy. VI groups is the code, right? So what I will do, I will delete them everything. Right here, insert mode. Right click and paste. Yeah, everything is fine. Escape. Now let us run the command. So what is that? Ansible playbook. No runtime arguments. Okay, these are group variables. No runtime argument, just run it. So it will check, it will go to the group files, each file, and it will see skipping. First time it is skipping or our Ubuntu. This is Ubuntu IP. It is skipping. Next, it is taking care of our Ubuntu. In Ubuntu, it is installing Maven. It will skip the Amazon instance. It say for Amazon, it will say it's skipping. Just a minute. Now is 4.35 belongs to whom? Our Amazon machine. Amazon machine. Here previously it was skipped because in that it seems Git is already there. Right. Okay. Now let us check Git is there or not here. Control C. Git version. Yeah, Git version is there. And here Control C. Previously Maven version. So Maven was installed. So both are installed now. So this way we can use group variables. We can use group variables. Any doubts here? Right. Nice. So these are group variables. Nice. So one more they may ask you in the interview. So see, these are very rarely we use actually, but sometimes just they want to ask some some silly different people don't expect that way they ask you. So there are some variables called host variables also there. Host variables. So host variables means, suppose in SIT group I said 20 servers are there, right? Among these 20 servers, you pick one server. Only in that particular server I want to install some package, one particular server for example. Okay, then you can go for host variables. Host variables uh, how it looks. See, your host for example, uh, this is my machine. This is my Ubuntu machine. Amazon machine. In Amazon machine, I have this IP address. Copy this. Only see, only in that I want to install. For example, only in this machine I want to install. Assume we have 20. Out of 20, I picked one. The one is this one. Then what you can do is that in that you have to create a file with name .yaml, like that. You have to create. You have to create a YAML file with the IP address itself. Then that in the inside it you can declare what whatever you're referring, whatever package you are referring, the variable whatever you're referring, that name you have to give inside this variable, something like package colon. This time I want to install something different software, something like what do you call, mm, some Java I want to install. Are you understanding? Then you can give Java. So let's see how we can create these names, these variables, how we create. But one important thing, like group vars, we have to create same thing. We have to create, right, we have to create a folder called host vars. We have to create a folder called host vars. In the host vars only we have to create the file that is our what do you call, our YAML file. This is the file. Okay, inside here you have to create the host vars, right? Inside we have to create the values. Very simple. Now, before something goes wrong here, a tree is there, tree is there. Okay, then what I will do? Uninstall it. Yum remove tree. Very good. Now tree, no tree. Okay, let me install a tree now. And this one, let me ping it. Right here, go to our Ansible folder, ls. We have already group folder. Then we create one more folder, make dir hosts host underscore sorry host underscore what I have given here. Hosts are host, right? Yes, host, correct. Host dot var underscore vars. Okay, same like group vars, host vars. Then cd host vars. Here, what this is my Ansible, sorry, Amazon machine IP address. Then what I will do, vi give that name. That's it. In this insert mode, you will say package true tree. Okay, package whatever variable we are using, whatever name you are using. Okay, that's with the same name I want to create a file now, right? See, the same file I can use, the previous one I can use, the same code I can use. Why because and even though I say all, no problem, it will, this module will not execute because that file, it does not belongs to this family, Debian family. If it does not matching, then it simply ignores it and it will not issue you any error, because the condition applied, only this condition matches, only this will be executed. Now if you run the same program also for our host vars, it will work, this module will work, because now this module yum module will work, because our instance belongs to our Red Hat family. That is the reason. Okay, let's see. Let me run the same program, package. Now cd ls, uh, same group vars is there. Let me run the same program, no problem. Ansible, but yeah, one moment please. Mhm. Okay, one moment. What I do one thing, cd etc Ansible ls cd group. You know, right? Already I have dev.yaml, right? So when I execute the program, it will first go to group vars, and if it found it, it will pick up the value over there from the group vars. It will not go to our host IP, host YAML file, right? So what I will do, I will delete this file dev.yaml. Okay, I will delete it, remove, so that it will not pick the, because in the here what we have installing in dev we are installing git, right? So it will install git instead of tree. So let me remove this one. Yes, ls. Now that dev is not there, fine. Let us go out, ls. Now let me run Ansible. Don't go with the name of group vars. Okay, I'm not using group vars, I'm using this. This should be able, this should be executed. In this I am installing tree command. So tree command should be installed. So Ansible playbook. Okay, and what is a group? That's it, run this now. What happened here, you see, it's 14.12 is belongs to Ubuntu machine. Okay, it is keeping her Ubuntu machine. Okay, it's not giving you any error, it's not giving any error. So instead of that, the it has changed the YAML machine, sorry, our Ansible machine. In this tree has been installed. Next, what it has done, it is keeping our Ansible machine itself, and Ubuntu, it simply said okay, it has not touched it. That means our Ansible has been installed with our tree command. Let us try our tree command. Previously the tree command showing this error. Let me run again. Now you see tree has been installed here. So that means this time what happened is our yeah, host vars worked. Our host vars has been worked here, right? So it has picked our variable name from the host vars file, cd hosts. From here it has picked. So here we have mentioned tree, right? So this value, this variable name value as picked from this file. Okay, this is called host variables. Okay, right, these are host variables. So any small topic that I cover, that I can cover. So almost are done. So few topics are there, but for the topics, no, uh, will take long time. So one interesting thing we do, whatever knowledge we have till now, we will use only that knowledge, nothing more than that. Using that simple knowledge, we will try to do what? See, we did it many times. Let us do it again. That is, I won't take much than more than 10 minutes, but I'm not introducing you any new topic. I'm not introducing a new topic. That I will do it only on next class, that is on Wednesday. Okay. So now with our knowledge, just for fun, what we do, we will download a application, free css.com. From here, what we will do, we will install a application in 2 machines. Right. Something I want to install some of the software, something like no, where is that one? Okay, the cake one. Okay, let's just say cake one. This I want to install. Copy link address. Okay, I have copied it. Then what I will do, I will go to my machine or Ansible machine. Okay, so here is the screen. ls. I have only 2 files. Now here I will download it. How can I download it? wget, right click, paste the link. We know this, we did multiple times. Now unzip it. So the zip file is not required. Remove this. Okay, I removed it. And ls, we have this folder. This is a folder. In this, all code is available. If you say tree here, tree is not installed. Yum install tree. You see, if I say ls, we getting. If it said tree, you see, these are all the folder structure of my cake project. This is a cake project. Cake project contains, these are all the files in that one folder. In that again some files. Image is a folder. In that these are all the images. Like that, it is showing everything. Tree command shows that way, right? So clear the screen. Fine. Then what I want to do is, this name you can keep it like it, no problem, but I want to make it short, something short, right? So I will say like move cake to a new name. I want to give a new name, something like source code, something like source code. Okay, now ls, you see the name has been changed to source code. Both are same. It still if you say tree, now again source code contains the same files, only name has been changed. Source code is name, that's all, that's only difference. Okay, now fine, that is fine. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to do is that I have 2 machines. I have 2 machines, Amazon and Ubuntu. In these 2 machines, I want to install this application in 2 machines using my Ansible. Using my Ansible. How can I do it? Okay, so let me copy this and create a new file. Right, I'll say something deploy kcap, something like that. Okay, something deploy kcap end dot yaml, paste the same code which I want to use now. Now because I want to install in 2 machines, right? The same knowledge, we are not learning any new thing here, same knowledge. Okay, all I want to install in Ubuntu, Amazon. Okay, and then if it is yum, then what is the software you require? Apache web server is required, right? Yes, for Apache web server we have to install Apache web server, the same thing we used to do. Remember, in those days while doing it manually, what we did, we downloaded software, we did it already, then install Apache, right? If it is Amazon Linux, the of software name will be httpd, right? Right, and if it is Ubuntu, then it will be, its name will be Apache 2. This is a name change, the software name will be changed. For Amazon Linux it will be httpd, in Ubuntu machine it will be Apache 2. That is the only difference. And then what we did, you remember, we copied the source code to where, to our var folder. In that we have www. When you install web server, we www folder will be created, and then in that HTML folder will be created, right? To here we have to move we have to copy the source code to this folder. That's all. That's all, right? And what else we have to do? We have to we have to enable port 80 on all the servers, right? Whatever servers you're using, right? Same thing. So as of now, I have not enabled it, and Amazon Node 1 is there. Let me enable it. Go to security. Here is the security group. Edit involved. What is security group name? Launch wizard 1. Okay. Edit involved rule 1. Add. Here I want HTTP. HTTP. That's it. Anybody can use from the internet. Save rules. I believe for Ubuntu also same security group. I think if it is same, then no need to add. Ubuntu security launch. Oh, it having different. It's having different idea. I should have taken. If you have taken same security group name, then no need to add it again. HTTP. 5 more minutes. I will complete. Save. Done. That's all. Next, immediately, what we do? Let's go to the code now. Now this is uh, M, right? M, then HTTPD. It should be presented, and it should belong to our Red Hat family, right? And then one more thing we have to do. This HTTPD web server should be started. That should be started through our script. So I want to start. Which service you want to start? HTTPD. But here you are mentioning what? M module I'm not installing, right? I want to start a service. Then you have to use a service name, just a service module. Service module name you have to use. This is M is for installing a software, and service is a module to start a service. State is started. I want it to be started. If you go to the Ansible documentation, you will see this information. For service module, this is the state mentioned over there for started, for different things. Here also you should have another keyword called enabled. Okay, you have to say enabled as equal to yes. These things I have to do for my Ubuntu machine. For my Ubuntu machine. I'm sorry, for my Amazon machine. Here software is installed, and here the server is installed. Very good, nice. Then I also want to do the same thing with my Debian machine as well, right? The same thing. Just copy this. No need to copy. No need to type it again. Simply up to here. Yeah, this is fine. Then Debian family. Only Debian you have to change. Paste here. So instant package in Debian family. That's all. Copy this. Here that you change it. Right. Here HTTPD and module is should be apt, and HTTPD should be what? It should be your Apache 2. Apache 2. Right. Everything is same. Debian and service. So for Ubuntu also you have to start. So it should be Apache 2. What's Apache 2 and started. Simple. No changes. Simple. Same duplicate code. No change. Simple code. And lastly what? Copying. Right. Copying is left. Then copy it, because I'm copying at the end because uh, this www folder HTML folder should be ready, right? That is the reason I'm doing after installing the softwares. After installing the softwares, right? Now at the end, and you see here this copy for this copy I'm not going to give any condition like when condition, because copy is copy, even it is Ubuntu or it may be Ansible, the server path will be same. It may be belonging to any family, but when you install Apache, the path will be same. That is the reason here I will say simply copy. Okay, what is the source? What is source? You know the source, right? What is the source? Source is here ls. It expired. One moment please. 2 more minutes please. You practice with different applications, and you also try to. Here I'm deploying in two machines. I'm deploying same application, right? You try to deploy two different applications in two different machines with our code, with our logic, whatever we learned till now. If you're not able to do, let me know, right? Here sudo -i create a screen ls. Now source code is there. Where is our source code? This is my path, right? Then in my code I should say I have to get related path dot slash source. That's it. Destination. Destination we know. What is the destination? We already discussed. This is a destination. Copy this and paste here. That's it, no? Simple. Whatever files are there, copy them. So this copy module will copy the source code in both machines. Because in why I'm saying both, because I'm saying here all. That means a copy will copy in our Amazon machine and in our apt machine, in our Ubuntu machine. So this is the code. Control A, copy this here, deploy vi deploy app something. I've changed the name. Okay, insert mode and right click and paste. Right, escape, save it, and Ansible. What is that? Its name, playbook, deploy. So I want to check the syntax as well. Yeah, syntax was fine. Then before I execute this command, let me check first thing. What is that? Go to my instances. This is a Ubuntu machine, and if it is Ubuntu machine, then copy the public IP. Okay, copy the public IP and post over here. Enter. And similarly, go to my Amazon machine and copy my public IP. This is my Amazon machine. Paste here. Enter. You see, nothing is coming, right? But nothing is coming. So now, when we execute this, we should see the output. Where is enter? So it has installed in our Amazon machine. It has installed on my Ubuntu machine. Now it's installed on Debian family. On Red Hat family, it has installed. Now it's going to Debian family. That means on Ubuntu machine, it is installing now. It is skipping Amazon machine. Oh, what's do not find the Apache spelling mistake. You see, spelling mistake. Apache 2, right? Spelling mistake. Okay. So now still the copy is going on. How to avoid it? How to avoid it? That we'll see on Wednesday. If some error is happening, you should stop, right? Still copying it. So if some error is happening, the task will not execute. So some things, notify and handlers concept is there that we learn on Wednesday. At the time, you'll understand what is notify, what is handlers, and how can you use in this scenario. That will understand. Sorry, it taking more time. One minute, because copying takes long time. My mistake. Here the name should be Apache. This is the name here also. Huh? Yeah. Let me go to my playbook. Insert mode. Only in the service section, I have one mistake. That's it. I will share these files. Tomorrow we have holiday, so please practice. Any questions on the Wednesday we discuss. And just one more minute, please. Once it is copied, we'll test it and we'll end the session. See, we are using T2 micro. Okay, T2 micro it will be slow, as you know. It having only one CPU. That is the reason. Real time copying will be very fast. You will not be using T2 micros. One machine has been changed. That is Ubuntu, right? Both are changed. In both machines, copying is done. That's all. So now, when you run this program, so this has not. It's saying it works, right? If refresh, you will get our application as well. Where is our application? It works okay. Where is the code?
Need to be given 880
I'm sorry.
port.
Port number I've given. I've given port number.
In the URL with the IP, we have to give port here.
Not required. Not required. For that,
Okay.
Jenkins we view Jenkins Tomcat server we view that. But anyway, here is not required. Copy this public IP. Let me check again. If you are in doubt, Control C, CD, etc. Sorry, where and what is that? www slash html enter ls. Got it. The mistake is I should not copy the source code, right? I should copy the content of the source code, right? I should copy this content of the source code. So that folder is copied here. Here in HTML folder, I should send the content of that, right? So what I have to do here for that, what we do when you copying here source slash, okay, give a slash over here, give a slash here. Previously it was not slash. Let me give a slash over here. Okay, so actually what happened, the folder has been created copied, not the content of that. We need to copy the content of that. So go here, let me check with that one, enter, insert mode. So just give a slash over here, just slash. Let me try this time. So just give slash, that's it, huh? Okay, I forgot to give the slash. If you don't give the slash, then the folder itself copy will be copied like this. Let me type ls now. I should see now files are coming. Now files are copying, right? Previously what happened, when I say ls, I got this folder. When I say now ls, I'm getting these files, right? Still this folder is there, it's okay, ignore it, no problem. So again, if I say ls, some more files will be copied. See, some more are copied. So it is working now. Previously, the mistake what I did is I have not placed this slash over here. You should put a slash over here. That's it. That is the only mistake I did. Okay, you also next time whenever you practicing, don't do this such mistakes. Okay, where is the what still is going on? Okay, sorry, taking more time. Almost done. And you try with a different, so you create two source files here. Okay, I have downloaded only one application, right? I have created only one application, right? In your while coding now, you use two modules. You use two modules and use that copy only for particular Debian family, one copy, another copy for Red Hat family. So here this is source code for one Debian family, another folder source code 2 or something is for another application that is for Red Hat family. That way you can have two modules. Okay, try that way also. Anyway, we are done now. Now if you refresh, see my application is ready. Okay, 1719 belongs to which one? 1719, yeah, this Amazon application. Let me go to Ubuntu application. Ubuntu also should work now. So for you also it should work. Okay, now Ubuntu, this Ubuntu. That's it, simple, right? Anybody can access it, right? Anybody can access, you can try it. So anybody can access it. So there's a simple example how to deploy using our Ansible tool. With Ansible tool, previously whatever we did, these activities we did this manually we did, but now with our Ansible we can do it within minutes. Okay. Thanks for your time. We'll meet on again on Wednesday on 24th. Okay. Take care. Take care. Have a good day. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Saraj.